underway with our 5th qualifying match. Jack Evans and Generation Next. What a cocky handshake. Breakdancing into a handshake of Bryan Danielson. And what's Danielson doing? Is he going to dance too? Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see Bryan Danielson dance.
I would like to see somebody wrestle.
Well, Bryan Danielson is one of the best going today, and we're going to see him wrestle in a minute. And he's just having fun right now in the beginning of this one.
Wait. Show me once.
Jack Evans talking smack again and breakdancing again. I thought breakdancing was big in the 80s.
I was about to say, you know, I saw Miami Vice rerun the other day, and that was the big thing. They were breakdancing on there.
I don't even think Jack Evans was born in the 80s. Danielson admitting he can't do it. There's a little...
The legend of Rick Rude lives.
Are we finally ready to get underway here? It looks that way. Jack Evans of Generation Next. He could be the 2nd Generation Next. Could go into the finals if he wins this one. Bryan Danielson, he's just so awesome. He's been with ROH since day one, and he's taking it to Jack Evans right now. Bryan Danielson, one of the men who made Ring of Honor. The very first show the Era of Honor begins. The 2nd show, the Round Robin Challenge. Those 2 matches that he had on those shows put ROH on the map in a hurry. And he's been putting on classics ever since, including that Homicide match in Chicago at Reborn Stage 2. And who will ever forget the 2003 match of the year, what many people feel was match of the year, against Paul London at Epic and Cal.
Well, it's an interesting contrast in styles. Jack Evans, though he did come from Stu Hart's dungeon in Calgary, you know, so of course you know he's going to be well versed in mat wrestling, is probably more comfortable with a more wide open attack, a lot of stuff off the ropes, a lot of aerial moves. And you know, Bryan Danielson is going to want to wrestle as much as possible.
Bryan Danielson, the most fundamentally sound wrestler going now. Jack Evans, the most spectacular wrestler in Ring of Honor, and perhaps the entire wrestling business. No one can do what he does. And where's Bryan Danielson going now? Don't heckle Bryan Danielson.
I don't
And that fan is backing down, as would anybody with any kind of intelligence. He doesn't want to wrestle Bryan Danielson. I wouldn't either. He is twisted into a pretzel, and nobody hits harder than Bryan Danielson. He's asking for a waiver for the kid.
I've heard of rabbit ears before, but this is ridiculous.
Bryan Danielson better get focused on Jack Evans.
I was about to say, Jack Evans is a full plate all by himself.
Bryan Danielson has made waves about going after the ROH World title. I'd love to see him do it. He would make a great champion, but he needs to win this. He needs to win Survival of the Fittest to get into that title picture. As right now, he's crossing the arms of Jack Evans. Evans has nowhere to go. There you see him, back of the knee. Bryan Danielson forcing Evans down.
Yeah, if he can hang on to this long enough, he'll end up choking Evans out. Well, and you got to remember,
is your spine meant to curve that way?
Well, you know, Jack Evans might. You got to remember, the last event that we had, Jack Evans took a brutal power slam over the top rope all the way to the floor, and you have to wonder if his back is completely recovered from that.
Look, he's trying to go to the back of the knee like Bryan Danielson did. To absolutely no effect. Danielson, what strength we're seeing here, and he just drops backwards. I don't think that Jack Evans wants to try to mat wrestle or go hold for hold with Bryan Danielson. Jack Evans definitely wants to take to the air in this one.
Well, it looks like he's going to concentrate his offense on the back. Obviously, he heard about what happened on the last event. Now he's going to apply the hammerlock. Notice the way Danielson's so fundamentally sound. In addition to that, will grapevine an arm into the hammerlock, put even more pressure on it. Now he's going to hang on to the wrist and apply the head scissors.
And you see him pushing up. That adds extra pressure, extra torque to Jack Evans right there.
That's a crank. Evans now he's going to have to try to bridge his way out of it.
Oh, but Evans, all right,
look at him trap the
foot.
ankle. He just trapped the ankle there, blocking the escape.
And now Evans nips up He tries a headlock. Once again, you don't want to try to out-wrestle Bryan Danielson. Jack Evans has to go to the air if he's got a chance in this one.
Evans needs to be using the ropes a lot more. And one of the things, though, is if Jack Evans' back isn't 100%, then that's going to limit his aerial arsenal.
He's trying to bridge his way out. And look at Danielson pulling back on his own foot to add to the pressure. And there, nice escape by Jack Evans, but he goes back to the headlock, and this is not what you want to do if you're Jack Evans. He's trying to crank it in.
Though look at Evans, this is a smart move. Notice the way that he keeps his stance wide, keeps his base wide, keeping Danielson from picking up that leg.
Danielson coming off a very successful tour for New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he had a very good showing in the annual Best of the Super Juniors tournament. He's becoming a star. In fact, New Japan promoting him as the next Chris Benoit and the third in line from Dynamite Kid. And look at that stretch.
Well, that's a leg grapevine with a double overhead. Obviously, this putting a lot of the pressure on the back.
I don't think the human body was meant to twist that way.
He went to a three-quarter Nelson. Now he's going to trap the chin and trap the ankle on top of it. Splits the legs while having the chin trap. Jack Evans bragged about his flexibility. We're going to find out how flexible he is.
Bryan Danielson definitely putting that to the test. And look at Evans, he's having a little trouble there straightening his body out.
Yeah, that's not going to improve your posture any.
His spine has to be screaming in pain at this point. But look at Jack Evans not backing down. That's what makes him the cockiest member of Generation Next.
You say cocky, I say obnoxious.
One and the same sometimes.
Greco-Roman knuckle-lock Danielson.
Is Alex Shelley the only member of Generation Next to ringside right now? And he is just watching his teammate just get stretched all over the place by Bryan Danielson. And look at that effective use of the knee, pushing Evans down. Now Evans coming off.
I'm going to question the strategy of Jack Evans here a little bit. Why would you offer up a Greco-Roman knuckle lock to a man that's obviously bigger than you and probably more powerful than you?
And a man who knows how to stretch the body in 1,000,001 ways. And hold on, he's putting his leg behind his head.
That's a Tower of London. Lord Alfred Hayes used to use this as a submission in England.
How's he doing that? He's got Jack Evans' heel against the back of his own head.
I've never seen Lord Alfred put anybody's leg that far behind his neck.
And Jack Evans, he might just want to tap right here. He is struggling to get to those ropes, and he does.
Jack Evans' social life after this match is going to be severely limited, if you know what I'm telling you.
I wouldn't mind seeing Alice in Danger in that stretch, but that's another story for another time.
That's a completely different line of DVDs.
We have a backbreaker. Danielson continues the assault on the back of Jack Evans.
Is that new line of DVDs you were talking about earlier?
Well, we're not going to go there, but ROHWrestling.com, the new video company, and we'll have a whole bunch of different indie promotions and other various promotions, as well as interviews.
You did say new products.
There's a big head bump by Danielson.
Now it's just a dismantling on Jack Evans. Once you take the back away from a wrestler, and this is just the backbreaker that Bruno Sammartino made so famous on the East Coast as a two-time WWEE champion.
Whatever they call it these days, or they called it back then. And there goes Jack Evans hitting the ropes and using a couple of kicks to the gut. Not very hard hitting, but I think that kind of stunned Danielson. He didn't see it coming.
Knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah, well, Evans had two quick kicks there, and whenever you have two quick kicks like that, they're going to have some force of velocity behind it. And now going into the ropes again, Evans lands on his feet, connects with another kick, again surprising Danielson and stunning him. And there's that looked like maybe a knee catching Danielson in the head.
You know, this is where I'm going to question Danielson's strategy. He's got this match completely under control on the mat. Then he starts throwing Evans into the ropes.
And there's another kick.
Baseball slide.
Jack Evans definitely doing what he needs to do in this one, picking up the pace, using his quickness. And what's he going to do now? The most spectacular high flyer going today. And Jack Evans landing feet first on Danielson. Jack Evans, there's no telling what he's going to do when he climbs to that top rope. What? And
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how much damage that move did on Evans' back. You know, it may have hurt Evans as much as it hurt Danielson.
Oh, and Evans connects with the head. Nice headbutt there with extra velocity behind it. And Danielson definitely getting caught off guard. We might have a huge upset on our hands here.
Well, Evans' first time all night's got on track, and we've seen that incredible aerial arsenal. Got to get him out of the corner. Got to keep this match moving.
And I don't think Evans wants to try to strike Danielson either. He doesn't want to get to that game. Danielson stops him. And almost decapitates him with that European uppercut.
Turns him inside out. The referee wanted to check, almost stopped the match. He was checking to see if Danielson was out.
I think Danielson's done having fun. Oh my